Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, and fellow Filipinos, magandang hapon po. I stand before you today with a profound sense of duty to speak on an issue that strikes at the very heart of our society, an issue that for too long has been a source of pain and suffering for countless Filipinos, yet remains unaddressed in our legal system. I speak of the urgent need to pass a law expanding the grounds for dissolution of marriage in the Philippines. Our country, renowned for its deep-seated values of family, love, and compassion, paradoxically stands as one of the last nations on earth that denies its citizens the legal recourse to dissolve a marriage that has become a source of anguish and despair. While we pride ourselves on being a bastion of faith and tradition, we must also recognize that our laws must evolve to reflect the realities faced by our people. Mr. President, kaisa niyo po ako sa paniniwala na ang kasal ay isang sagradong institusyon. Ako man ay minsan sa buhay ko naging kabahagi ng institusyong ito. Ako po'y nabiyayaan ng masayang pagsasama, bagamat maiksi dahil sa hindi inaasahang pagkamatay ng late husband ko. But my happy experience does not render me blind to the reality that not all marriages are like this. Sabi nga ni Representative Edsel Lagman, ang champion ng panukalang ito sa House, this bill is not for those in happy marriages. They are for those trapped in a marriage in need of a lifeline out. Para sa kanila, ang kasal ay hindi sanktuaryo, kundi isang selda. Selda ng panghabang buhay dahil walang nabibigay na rekurso ang ating batas. The absence of a law allowing the dissolution of marriage is not merely a legal oversight. It is a moral failing. It is a failure to protect our citizens, particularly women and children, who are often the most vulnerable in dysfunctional marriages. It is a failure to provide an avenue for healing, for the restoration of dignity, and for the pursuit of true happiness. Critics of the dissolution of marriage bill argue that such a law would weaken the institution of marriage and erode the moral fabric of our society. Ngunit, ang tanong ko po sa inyo, Mr. President, alin ba ang mas malaking sugat sa lipunan? Isang sistemang bulag sa mga pasakit na sinasapit ng ating mga kababayan sa ilalim ng isang toxic at abusadong pagsasama o isang sistema na nagbibigay ng paraan at remedyo para makalaya, maghilom at magsimula muli. Our Constitution guarantees the protection of the family as a basic social institution. But this protection should not be one that upholds the form of the family at the expense of its substance. A family is not merely a legal construct. It is a living, dynamic entity that thrives on love, respect, and mutual support. When these elements are absent, the family ceases to fulfill its role in society, and we, as lawmakers, must act to protect the individuals within it. We must also recognize the impact of our inaction on the next generation. Children who grow up in homes marked by conflict and abuse are more likely to carry the scars of these experiences into their own adult lives. By providing a legal means to dissolve a marriage that has become harmful, we offer these children the chance to grow up in environments where peace rather than conflict is the norm. Mr. President, this is not a call to abandon our values. It is a call to uphold them in a way that is just, humane, and compassionate. It is a call to recognize that the strength of our society lies not in the rigidity of our laws, but in our capacity to adapt them to the changing needs of our people. Mayroon po tayong pagkakataon ngayon na baguhin ang ating batas. Let us not be the lawmakers who turned a blind eye to the suffering of our fellow Filipinos. Instead, let us be the ones who had the courage to bring about meaningful change, who recognize that true compassion lies in giving our people the freedom to choose a life of dignity, peace, and happiness. Mr. President, esteemed colleagues, ako po'y bukas sa mga amyenda at panukala mula sa plenaryo. I am willing to engage in dialogues and negotiation to come up with a bill that is acceptable across the table. What I ask is only that we take one step forward. Let us crack the door open. Let us do what is right, not just for the individuals trapped in harmful marriages, but for the future of our nation. Let us pass this law, and in doing so, reaffirm our commitment to justice, to human dignity, and to the well-being of every Filipino. Salamat po, Mr. President.
Thank you.